Hey, how's it going, everyone? Today's speed paint is a little bit different than the normal speed paints that I usually do, because this one has a voiceover. I'm trying something new out, and because I'm redesigning my old characters, which I don't normally do. Why, I have no idea. I just wanted to, out of the blue. Also, I just needed something to upload. I want to try and work on having a consistent upload schedule, because I need to start pushing myself to finish videos once I start making them and not stop making them and never work on them again, because I'm doing that a lot. I have so many unfinished videos and projects that I need to finish. So if some of you didn't know already, I used to make My Little Pony videos. Like, that's the only type of content that I used to make. I think I got like the bulk of my subscribers from that period. I started out making really bad videos with my iPad and VideoFX Live and VideoStar and all those apps like that, of like my pony toys. Like, I would move them around and make them like talk and stuff, and they were really stupid. That didn't work out very well, so I decided to transition into speed paints like around early 2015. I started doing digital art around then. Like, that was the end of my 5th grade year. I did only speed paints on my channel for at least like 2 to 3 years, up until 2017 when I started doing animation memes. I think that's when first one I made came out. I think it was the Karma one. I made it on my 3DS. It's really bad. So I just kept doing the animation memes up until now. That's kind of where I am at this point. I lost interest in My Little Pony like somewhere between March of 2017 and December of 2017. I don't remember the exact date or exact month. It was within that period. It's somewhere. The reason why I stopped doing pony stuff was because, like, it kind of started in 6th grade. Like, people were finding my YouTube account primarily in 6th grade, and that really didn't bother me that much. They kind of teased me about it a little bit, because it was like, oh, My Little Pony. That didn't really bother me that much, but up until like 7th grade, 8th grade, I decided, like, maybe it's a little late for me to still be liking this stuff. Now, I was kind of just like losing interest anyways. Like, I didn't really like it that much. I didn't have much fun like watching the show anymore or anything like that. So I just decided that I'm gonna not do stuff like this anymore. Now, I'm not saying that if you're older than the intended audience of My Little Pony that you can't like it. I was just thinking that it would be embarrassing to myself if I liked it. It was just kind of something that I decided for myself. I'm not saying that if you're older than like 12 or whatever, and you're not a little girl, that you can't watch the show. That's not what I'm saying. Just putting that out there. Also, like, earlier that year, I started to write Legends of Canopy Island, which is a story I'm working on with a couple of my friends. So I think I kind of wanted to focus on doing like that and making more characters like that, like human characters. So I have never really made like human characters before that point, or characters other than like ponies. So I wanted to start focusing on more stuff like that rather than like, pony stuff. Yeah, I just overall didn't like the series anymore. Like, I wasn't interested in the show. I wasn't interested in drawing them really at all. Got into My Little Pony, I think, around 2014, maybe, so 3rd grade, 4th grade. Around that time, I also started to draw more and like take art more seriously than I had before. I think I made the character Moon Swirl, which is the one I'm drawing right now. I made her around like summer after 4th grade, I think. I made it with like the pony creator, because everyone did that. Here's some pictures of her now on the screen of like all the previous designs and stuff that I made. She was originally supposed to be like me as a pony. That was my intention when making her. And I think this was around the time when they made Twilight a princess or whatever. So I wanted to have like a character that started out not as a princess and then became a princess, and that was the only character I had at the point. So I decided, hey, why not make Moonswirl that character? So Moonswirl ended up becoming a princess in her backstory, and that really sucked, if I'm being honest. I think, like, shortly after I made Moon Squirrel, I decided she needs some friends, so I decided to make 5 other characters, and a lot of people on the internet at that time were making their own, like, main 6 characters, like in the show. So I decided to do that, and that's what I did. So it was Moon Swirl, and there were 5 others. I forget the names of some, but I think one was Flame, and then the other was like Snowflake Swirl or something like that, something along those lines. Basically, they were just my own, like, 6 characters, like the main characters in the show. And that's what a lot of people on the internet did, so I thought it was cool, so I did it. I ended up writing, or trying to write, I should say, a story on Moon Swirl's backstory, because at that point, I had realized that, like, people want to see, like, story behind the character. They don't just want to see design. They want to know what the character is about, and they want to know exactly, like, what happened to them, kind of, it makes the character more interesting. So I decided, hey, I'm gonna write out a backstory for Moon Swirl, because I want to, and she needs a story. So I did that, but what I wrote actually wasn't a backstory. It was just pretty much a day in the life of her. It was just her going to school and then coming back home or something like that. I can put a link to the story if you guys really want to read it, like, in the description. So the first design of Moon Swirl I made was with the pony creator. This was the Moon Swirl that started out as a Pegasus and then became a princess later on. She was like a purpley bluish color. She had, like, light blue eyes, and then the hair it was not exactly a dark blue. It was more like a medium blue. And then it had light blue, like, streaks and highlights, and then she wore a pink bow as well. Then kind of the next transition that she went through was not really that long after I made the pony creator version. I kind of started to use more of, like, a pinky-ish purple for the body, and then the hair started to become darker, and then the light blue became more, like, bright neon-ish. I think I kept the eyes the same. I don't think I changed the eyes, but the colors kind of got brighter and more neon. She lost the bow as well. I decided to get rid of that because I think I thought it was too hard to draw. I started to draw my own stuff at that point instead of just using, like, bases and tracing other things like that. The next change was, like, slight still. Like, these changes in the beginning were really small. I made the colors duller again. I made the purple a bit more blue. The blues kind of stayed the same, but they got a little brighter. Eyes stayed the same as well. Still no bow. Hair was previously just, like, the Trixie style hair. Like, if you know what that is, I'll put a picture up. But that hair. And it kind of turned into more of, like, just one single, like, curve. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I'll put up another picture as well so you can see what that is. But it kind of changed to that at this point. I'm looking at my old videos for this reference. December 7th, 2014, around that time. So somewhere along this timeline, someone mentioned to me on Google+, because I used to use Google+, like, all the time. Someone reposted a picture of Moon Swirl to, like, this Stolen OCs thing. They were like, oh, this character looks like so-and-so from this person. And I got really offended by it, so I decided, you know what, maybe she does look really similar to this person's character. So I changed the blue, like the light blue in her hair, to a green. Yeah, so it became a light kind of lime green for a while. Body color went back to being like a neon purple, but this time it's more like a bluish purple. It's more neon, though, than the original color. And then the dark blue in the hair became a lot brighter. The tips of the wings became the same green as the hair as well. And the eyes kind of became more of like a neon teal color, more than a light blue. So the more significant change came later that year, 2015. I changed her body color back to more of a pinkyish pale purple. The eyes actually became, one was light green, same color as the hair, and then one was light blue, which is the same color as the hair before it became green. And then the hair itself, the dark blue became more of like a navy-ish blue. And the green kind of stayed the same. It came a little duller. The wings were changed. They were not green tipped anymore. The hair was kind of like a short, messy style. rather than like the long, smooth, like curve that I had before. I'll put up a picture of this one video that I'm talking about right now. So this kind of hairstyle would stay for a while. It kind of influenced the later hairstyles as well. Kind of the last one that I ended up with, and also the one that I'm doing now. It's kind of like a messy, short-ish hairstyle as well, so that's kind of influenced from that. In the end of 2015, I changed her hairstyle. That was the more significant change about this design. I changed her hairstyle to kind of the smooth look it had before, but it was still the short length that it was in the previous design. The green became more of a bluish color, and the dark blue became more of like a pale blue. The body color and the eyes stay the same. Yeah, I don't think anything else really changed in this version. Okay, we are in 2016 now. This version, the body was more bluish. The hair is kind of a combination between the smooth and the messy style. It's weird, I'll put up a picture, but that was also the style for a long time. Like that kind of smooth-ish look. And the light blue became like the tips, kind of like that spiky-ish look to it. The next change was at the end of 2016, so the beginning of my 7th grade year. I changed the body color to more of a pale purple. This purple's more of like a bluish. It's on the blue side, but it's pale. The hair went back to more of the messy, short style. I got rid of the tips. I gave her stripes in her hair again. The blues kind of stayed the same. The cutie mark changed to a moon with a cloud instead of a moon with some like mist or whatever. So I moved on to the next character. Her name is Acrylic Heart. She was made to be me as a pony because somewhere along the line I realized that Moon Swirl was not me. She was not like me at all. She kind of eventually became a Fluttershy copy, like personality-wise. Around the time when she had that short, smooth hair. So I created this character. I named her Acrylic Heart. She was supposed to be me as a pony, as I said before. She had like a kind of light bluish color. First time I made her was on paper, so the colors aren't exact. But it was like a light blue, and the hair was brown, and there was a pink streak in it. This character is newer than Moon Swirl, so she's not gonna have that many designs. The next change that I made was I made her an alicorn as well, a princess, just because I thought, like, oh, it's pretty cool. I really thought they were cool, because I think I couldn't decide between magic or flying, and I really wanted both or something like that. I changed nothing but the wings. I gave her wings. Her cutie mark was, I think, a pencil and a paintbrush, kind of like making a heart. It was weird. It was too complicated. I also took it straight off of Google. So the next change came maybe late 2016. I made a Halloween picture, and I decided to change the design a bit. She went back to being a normal unicorn. Her body was changed to more of like a pale-ish blue, but it was also kind of bright at the same time. It was weird. The hair kind of changed to more of a style like Moon Swirl's short, smooth style. And the pink changed to an orange because I wanted something closer to the rest of the hair than pink. Because pink wasn't really close to brown at all. And I thought it looked a lot nicer on the eyes. I think at this point I changed both the name and the cutie mark. I changed the name to Starry Paintbrush because that was what the cutie mark was. It was like a paintbrush, like painting a little bit of like a galaxy type thing. It was weird, I don't know. But I changed it to that instead of the heart. Later on, the hair changed again. It became kind of two side bang type things and one like middle bang. I don't really know how to describe it. I'll show a picture, of course. The blue changed to more of a bright blue, I believe. The eyes, I think I changed to more of a teal-ish color or something like that. I gave her glasses as well because I wore glasses. I wear glasses still. But when I made her, I didn't. So I think I took like a break from her. I think I forgot she existed, forgot I made her, and I kind of stopped drawing her for a period of time. And I think in that time, that was when I started to lose interest in the show. So then for like a couple months, I completely abandoned all my characters. I didn't do anything like art related for a while, I think, because I was just trying to figure out like what I wanted to do exactly. Then I think December of 2017, I made a speed paint where I redesigned her. I made her look more like a traditional unicorn, kind of with that tuft tail kind of thing. So I redid the old Christmas speed paint I did of her old design with the smooth hair. After that point, I kind of never drew her or Minceworld again. So I kind of stopped drawing both of them for a while there. That was up until this point when I decided, hey, I'm gonna draw them again because why not? I think before I stopped drawing her, I kind of started calling her Galicia, like my channel name, because I don't know, I just thought Starry Paintbrush sounded a little weird, and I just wanted something else, so I picked that. That didn't last very long. If you notice, I don't know if I put the clip in there, but I saved the picture as Galicia Redesign. That was just the first thing that came into my head, so that's what I did. No, I don't really know what to call her. I don't know what her name is. I don't know what I'm gonna do with these characters. I think I'm just gonna keep them because I don't think I can give them away or get rid of them, because they just have a special place in my heart because I've done so much with them and I've learned so much with them, and I just want to keep them, I think. But I'm never going to use them, and I feel like they're going to go to waste. So I really don't know what I want to do with them, so I'll think about that. I might put them up for like auction or something on DeviantArt maybe, for a couple points, but I don't know. If you have ideas or anything about what I should do with them, let me know in the comments. Also, that's kind of all I have to say for this video right now. So I think I'm just gonna end the voiceover here and maybe come back a little bit at the end. So I guess just listen to the music now. Really quickly, I'm using a different microphone, so sorry if it sounds different. But if you like this type of video, let me know. I do have a Discord server now. There's a link in the description to that. You can see my username on screen now if you want to add me as a friend.